Have you ever pondered on the profound mystery that is the Eucharist in the Catholic Church? This sacred tradition, steeped in deep symbolism and faith, serves as a spiritual cornerstone for millions around the globe. The Eucharist, the body and blood of Christ, represents the ultimate act of love and sacrifice. It's a divine mystery that fosters unity, nourishes faith, and instills a sense of awe in believers. But the Eucharist is more than just a ritual. It's a portal to the divine, a testament to the miraculous. Throughout history, there have been numerous accounts of inexplicable phenomena associated with it. Stories that defy logic and challenge our understanding of the natural world. These are not mere tales or legends, but well-documented instances that have left skeptics puzzled and believers fortified. Now let's delve into some of the extraordinary miracles of the Eucharist that have been witnessed over the centuries. In the 8th century, in the small town of Lanciano, Italy, something miraculous occurred. In the midst of an ordinary Catholic Mass, an extraordinary event unfolded. The priest, plagued by doubts about the real presence of Christ in the Eucharist, held the bread and wine up for consecration. As he uttered the sacred words, the bread and wine transformed before his very eyes into real flesh and blood. Let's delve deeper into this awe-inspiring tale. This priest, whose name is lost to the annals of history, was a Basilian monk. He was a man of faith, yet like many of us, he grappled with the mysteries of faith. He questioned the truth of transubstantiation, the Catholic belief that the bread and wine used in the Eucharist become the actual body and blood of Christ. On that fateful day, as he raised the host and chalice, his doubts were obliterated. The bread turned into living flesh, and the wine coagulated into visible blood. The monk was overcome with a mix of fear, joy, and awe. He called the congregation to witness this divine phenomenon. The people were astonished. Word of this miracle spread, and Lanciano became a place of pilgrimage. The Church, always cautious in affirming miracles, conducted numerous scientific investigations to validate the authenticity of this event. The most recent, performed in the 20th century, confirmed that the flesh was indeed human cardiac tissue, and the blood type matched that found in the Shroud of Turin, AB, the universal recipient. The results were consistent with the belief that the Eucharist is not a mere symbol, but the actual presence of Jesus Christ. The miracle of Lanciano serves as a powerful testament to the mysteries of faith. It reminds us that while we may not fully understand the divine, we are called to trust in it. It's an affirmation for those who believe, and a beckoning call for those who doubt. This miracle, witnessed by many, remains one of the most significant testimonies to the real presence of Christ in the Eucharist. It's an enduring testament to the power of faith and the mystery of the divine that continues to inspire believers around the world. Fast forward to Siena, Italy in the year 1730, another miracle unfolded. In the heart of the Tuscan region, nestled among rolling hills and timeless vineyards, lies the city of Siena. A city rich in history and beauty, but most importantly, the setting for a profound Eucharistic miracle. On the 28th of August, during the feast of St. Augustine, a sacred event occurred that would forever mark this city. In the quiet serenity of St. Francis Church, an unthinkable crime took place. A thief, or perhaps multiple thieves, stole the ciborium, a sacred vessel containing consecrated hosts. The city was thrown into despair, prayer vigils held and searches conducted, but the stolen hosts were nowhere to be found. Then 3 days later, a woman noticed something unusual in a collection box at the Church of St. Mary. The box, typically used for charitable donations, was radiating an inexplicable light. Upon closer inspection, she discovered the missing hosts, still intact, without any signs of decay or corruption. The city rejoiced at the return of the consecrated hosts, and a solemn procession was held to return them to St. Francis Church. You might think that's where the story ends, but it's actually just the beginning, for you see, the hosts didn't decay. Even after days, weeks, months, they remained as fresh as the day they were consecrated. And so it continued, not just for months, but for years, decades, and now centuries. To this day, over 290 years later, the hosts are still perfectly preserved. They have been examined by multiple scientific investigations, and no natural explanation can be found for their preservation. They exist, it seems, beyond the natural order, a testament to the divine. Their preservation is seen not just as a miracle, but as a confirmation of the real presence of Jesus Christ in the Eucharist. It serves as a powerful reminder of the sacred mystery we celebrate during every Mass. The hosts, still perfectly intact today, serve as a testament to the enduring miracle of the Eucharist. As recent as 1996 in Buenos Aires, Argentina, the Eucharist once again revealed its miraculous nature. This event, known as the Miracle of Buenos Aires, is one of the most captivating Eucharistic miracles in contemporary times. In August of that year, a woman discovered a discarded consecrated host in a candle holder at the back of the church. The priest, following canonical procedures, placed the host in a container of water to dissolve. However, a week later the host had not dissolved but instead transformed. It appeared to be a piece of bloody tissue. The sample was then analyzed by a renowned forensic analytical pathologist, Dr. Frederick Zugiba of Columbia University. He was not initially told where the sample had originated. After thorough testing, Dr. Zugiba declared that the tissue was, in fact, a fragment of the heart, a part of the muscle that gives life to the whole heart and body. He further revealed that the heart had been under severe stress, as if the person had been beaten severely around the chest. Interestingly, Dr. Zugiba was amazed at how the tissue sample was still alive, given the conditions it had been stored under. When he learned that the sample had come from a consecrated host, he was astounded, remarking that only a force above nature could have accounted for the phenomenon. This miracle, much like others, was subjected to extensive scientific examination. No satisfactory natural explanation could be provided, further adding to the mystery and miraculous nature of the Eucharist. The findings were so compelling that they sparked interest not only among the Catholic community but also among the scientific world. The miracle of Buenos Aires serves as a powerful testament to the real presence of Jesus in the Eucharist. It's a reminder that every time we partake in the Holy Communion, we are not merely consuming bread and wine, we are partaking in the body and blood of Christ Himself. This modern-day miracle under scientific scrutiny further emphasizes the mysterious and miraculous nature of the Eucharist. What do these miracles tell us about the Eucharist and its role in the Catholic faith? This question brings us to the heart of our discussion. These miracles, each unique in its own right, have a common thread running through them. They all underscore the belief in transubstantiation, a term that might seem complex but simply refers to the transformation of bread and wine into the actual body and blood of Christ during the Eucharist. This isn't a symbolic act or a metaphorical representation. The Catholic Church teaches that this change is real and substantial. The miracles of Lanciano, Siena, and Buenos Aires, among countless others, serve as divine affirmations of this profound truth. They are reminders that in every Mass, in churches big and small, across every continent, this extraordinary transformation occurs. But why is this important? Why does the Church place such emphasis on receiving the Eucharist, particularly every Sunday? Well, the Eucharist is not just a ritual or a tradition, it's the heart and soul of the Catholic faith, the very essence of our relationship with Christ. When we partake in the Eucharist, we are not just observers but participants in a divine mystery. We are drawn into a closer, more intimate union with Christ. It's a time of reflection, of gratitude, of commitment. It's a reaffirmation of our faith and our desire to follow in Christ's footsteps. Receiving the Eucharist every Sunday is a way of keeping this connection alive, of grounding ourselves in our faith amidst the chaos and distractions of everyday life. It's a time to pause, to reflect, and to reconnect with the divine. And so these miracles, as awe-inspiring as they are, serve to remind us of the everyday miracle that happens in every Mass, the miracle of the Eucharist. They are invitations to delve deeper into our faith, to appreciate the beauty and mystery of the Eucharist, and to make it a central part of our lives. These miracles, spanning centuries and continents, bring us face to face with the mystery and majesty of the Eucharist. So why do these Eucharistic miracles matter, you might ask? They're not just fascinating stories from the annals of history. Rather, they serve as tangible reminders of the divine mystery that is at the core of the Catholic Church. These miracles, the miracle of Lanciano, the miracle of Siena, and the miracle of Buenos Aires, all underscore the power and significance of the Eucharist. The Eucharist is not simply a ritual. It's a profound and intimate connection with the divine, a reminder of Christ's ultimate sacrifice for humanity. Every Sunday when Catholics receive the Eucharist, they are invited to partake in this divine mystery, to connect with Christ in a deeply personal way. Furthermore, the Eucharist is a call to action. It prompts us to live lives of love, service, and sacrifice, mirroring the example set by Christ. In the end, the miracles of the Eucharist serve as a profound affirmation of faith, a testament to the divine mystery that lies at the heart of the Catholic Church.